Hello everyone, my name is Trisha and I'm going to be talking about two different types of quantum theory interpretations, and I'm going to be talking about Einstein's realism and the many worlds interpretation. So first, Einstein's realism. In the reading, the author described it as being common sense, and I thought that was a good way of describing it. According to this interpretation, quantum entities must have definite attributes before measurement, and a useful analogy from the reading is thinking of quantum entities as a pocket full of change. You know that there's a certain number of coins in your pocket, but you don't know what that number is. In the same way, the quantum entities are similar. However, the mathematics of this theory of the quantum theory do not reflect Einstein's realism, therefore making it incomplete. And there's also no evidence to support Einstein's realism, or there has been new evidence that has surfaced that render this theory not viable. Okay, so secondly, I want to talk about the many worlds interpretation. According to this interpretation, there is no collapse of wave function in the experiments used to test quantum behavior. So in other words, we can only see one state because we are only part of one state. The reading gave another useful analogy of the many worlds interpretation on which I thought was useful. So you could think of it as a tree. So like this tree, each quantum entity branches off to create another, equally as real state, so that there is actually one large superposition of states existing at the same time. So we were asked to apply one of these interpretations to a real-world situation, and I had a hard time thinking of an example, but I managed to think of one thing. So in Buddhism, there's a belief that the universe exists of many worlds. So you could call them planes or realms, and they're like stacked upon one another in layers. And they're not so much as physical as they are mental or psychological, but there's an infinite number of them, and they coexist at the same time. And I really think that the many worlds interpretation of quantum theory correlates with this pretty easily, and for obvious reasons. And when I was doing the reading and watching the module, that was the first thing I thought of when he talks about the many worlds interpretation. So that's all I got, and thank you guys for listening.